Now, your 41 NBC AccuWeather forecast, presented by Volume Chevrolet.
Well, welcome back. Dublin's getting cloudier as well. Still plenty of heat outside, as many of us are still in the mid to upper 80s out there. Winds light and variable. Dew points are in the 60s. It's going to be a muggy night. Of course, last night was. We had a few storms that kind of got going after midnight last night in a few of the central counties, but now we are expecting things to be a little more widespread as we go through this evening and into the overnight hours. Pretty isolated in nature at this moment in time. Come on, buddy. I just turned on the tracker. I really don't want this doing this. Come on, buddy. Well, I guess it's going to fight me. I'll see if I can't figure out why it's not working between now and the 5:30 weather, because there's a lot of storms that are off to the south that I'm trying to show you right now, and I don't think this is just a lag. There seems to be some sort of a glitch. I'll have to reset it. Anyways, we're not expecting severe weather anymore today, which is great. You do still see a few of our southernmost counties do fall in that level 1 zone, and those storms are kind of isolated. The one that's over Wheeler County right now, that one could end up developing a little bit of hail with it, but we don't expect much in the way of any severe chances. We've all been largely removed from that level 1. As you can see from last night, yes, a lot of the rain you're seeing here, these totals came from after midnight last night. Those storms I was referencing or tracking one of them during the 11 p.m. show. It came through Macon County and over into Peach County. We saw a few others that developed and moved further northeast. Here's the rain we've gotten so far this week. Our wet spot is Milledgeville at just under an inch. And guys, this is like a small portion of the rain that we could see when we're talking about what's expected over this weekend. Woke up to 63 degrees this morning, topped off at 87 this afternoon. So both of those above the average for this time of year. It definitely felt kind of summery out there. 61 for tonight's low. There might be a few spots getting to the upper 50s. Wind will be light and variable with that cold front stalling out and ultimately becoming stationary as we head into the weekend. There's an update to these numbers. There were a lot of upper 50s on here before. Now I see that those have changed to lower 60s. Only Sparta now expected to get into the upper 50s. So there's the cold front stalling out, becoming stationary over South Georgia for our Saturday. And what's significant about that is it'll be a cooler one. Mid to upper 60s for a lot of us, maybe a few low 70s further south. Sunday, with the front retreating further north, we should see temperatures rebound a little bit. Thinking a lot of lower 70s. Still widespread rain over the back parts of your Mother's Day. It's going to be very soppy. And then we had another round of rain on Monday that the vast majority of the region will be impacted by. At that point, we're sitting more mid to upper 70s. So might be a little more thunderstorm activity in there. My biggest concern out of all of this is going to be flash flooding, all right? There really isn't going to be an overall severe threat with where we are in relation to the front. So level 0 tomorrow, thunder and lightning are going to be fair game, and flash flooding will likely not be too much of an issue for just, one day, all right? We go through our Saturday. Rain will likely be ongoing at sunrise. I mean, just look at the overnight hours tonight. It is wet out there, great sleeping weather. We get into your Saturday. It's just kind of off and on with this rain throughout the day. Notice the wind gusts starting to get a little stronger as we push into the evening. Could see the strongest of those during the late evening and overnight tomorrow, ranging 15 to 25 miles per hour. Sunday morning might be calm, so perhaps you want to take mother out for breakfast on Mother's Day, but we will see the storm chances returning into the afternoon, and it is, again, pretty disgusting as you go through the supper time hours. Those gusts again, that 15 to 25 mile per hour range. When we talk about flash flooding, though, it's as a whole event, right? Just Saturday may not be too bad. Just Sunday may not be too bad, but it's one day after another, after another, after another. And guys, these aren't even conclusive rain totals. We still have another round coming through Monday. Look at some of these numbers. 5, possibly 6 inches. That is just a lot to get all at once, and ultimately will likely end up resulting in some sort of flooding if these numbers do pan out. Your extended forecast is coming up in 10 seconds. Your 41 NBC AccuWeather 7-day forecast is brought to you by Volume Chevrolet. The rain train will carry into the first couple days of the new week. Tuesday's odds at 50% right now. Those could go up, it could go down. We'll be interested to see how that pans out. But then after the rain subsides, we get nice and hot heading into the weekend after.
For weather updates on the go, download the 41 NBC AccuWeather app and follow 41 NBC on Facebook and Twitter.